Hello Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Welcome to another love reading. Please keep in mind that the energies can be vice versa. Also keep in mind that this reading may or may not resonate for you. If it doesn't, please feel free to check out your other placements. To the current situation, we have the Two of Swords. What is influencing or blocking the Two of Swords is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. What happened in the past? The Ace of Cups in reverse. What's on Virgo's mind is the Fool in reverse. Why is all this happening? The reason for the reading is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. What will Virgo experience in the near future will be the Nine of Pentacles. Alright. There could have been a breakup or a separation of some sort with the Ace of Cups in reverse in the past, or someone just suppressed their feelings, or there could be someone who probably thought there was a potential of a relationship, but they're just doubting that there is no potential anymore. Someone could just be very depressed and upset. That's a lot of sadness, depression, all right? There was a lack of new beginning in love. Right now, Virgo, you're blocking your heart chakra. You're ignoring a situation, okay? Ignoring a situation that is a big fat disappointment to you, okay? There is a situation here that you know that it's just not working out, okay? You're done waiting and it's just not improving. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse is something that just did not, your efforts and labors, they just not come into fruition, okay? But you're not making a decision. You know you have to. You have to make a decision between two unpleasant choices with the Two of Swords. You're between a rock and a hard place, but you're just not making it right now. You're choosing not to make that decision because you know both the decisions are going to push you outside your comfort zone, okay? They're not, both are unpleasant choices and you're just scared. You don't know what to do. You're indecisive, but you definitely know something did not work out. Something was a disappointing situation. On your mind, you have the Fool in reverse. You could be dealing with an Aries. You're not taking a risk in a situation, okay? You could have, because you've been to hell and back, and now you're not taking a risk anymore. You don't want to take a risk with this person or in this situation. You're not taking that leap of faith. The reason for the reading, the reason why this is happening, because of the Six of Pentacles in reverse. This was a one-sided thing, okay? This is a very one-sided relationship that's going on. One person's investing, the other person's not, or there's just no equal give and take. There's an imbalance in the situation. To me, it feels more like one-sided, okay? However, in the near future, someone's going to be single. If this is a marriage, commitment, or a relationship case, someone's going to be single. Someone's going to be realizing their worth and value. Someone's going to be realizing their worth, their value, okay? They realize what they are. They realize that they don't need to take shit from someone. If someone's not investing a connection, it's best that they leave, all right? So I see someone being single, independent, on their own in the coming future. Let's see the overall energy at the bottom of the deck. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Someone's not taking action. Someone's losing passion in a connection, feeling pessimistic. There's a lot of inaction involved, okay? Someone's just losing the passion. The Queen of Wands usually is the go for it wife. She doesn't let shit happen. She makes it happen, but out here, the Queen of Wands in reverse, she's very laid back right now. She's not really doing anything about it, okay? I think that's you, because you're the Two of Swords. You're just not making a decision. You're choosing to ignore making that important decision. Could be because you're blocked, or could be because of lack of information, okay? You just don't have enough information to make a decision, or whatever. Clap for the Queen of Wands in reverse. Clap for the Queen of Wands in reverse. Clap for the Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Someone's not taking action, and someone's there's another queen here, so there could be two people involved here. Doesn't have to be. I mean, there could be two women involved here. Doesn't have to be, but this could be the energy of the same person. Or I feel out here, someone's not taking action, someone's losing their passion, and at the same time, they're the Queen of Swords. They're in this no bullshit zone, okay? Someone's in the Queen of Swords is a no bullshit queen, okay? She's a no nonsense queen. If she doesn't like what she hears, she'll cut you off. Okay, so someone's going to have very straightforward communication. The Queen of Swords only wants the truth. If she doesn't get the truth, you're out. If she doesn't like what she hears, you're out. You lie, you're out. You're fake, you're out. You give her any bullshit, you're out. Yeah. And there's someone here who's just not taking action, okay? Someone's just not being forthcoming. Clap for the Queen of Swords here. Clap for the Queen of Swords here. What is this Queen of Swords? What is this Queen of Swords? Clap for the Queen of Swords. Clap for the Queen of Swords. I love these cards, but they're a little heavy to shuffle. But I love them. Clap for the Queen of Swords. Clap for the Queen of Swords. See, again, more in action. You could be dealing with the Pisces, the Hangman here. Someone's taking a minute, okay, to make a decision. All right, someone's taking a minute to make a decision. Maybe the Queen of Wands in reverse is someone who's probably not taking action because they need some time. Or probably the Queen of Wands in reverse is someone who's given someone an ultimatum, okay, like I need to hear the truth or then you're out. And there's someone here who's the Hangman, who's taking a minute, okay. This is a role of spiritual energy. Someone's probably meditating, and there's someone here who's taking some time, not doing anything before they make a decision, okay. This is someone who's taking time, they want to have a well thought out decision or plan of action. That's why they're not doing anything about it right now. Someone's just like on a pendulum, you know. The Hangman. Clap for the Hangman. Clap for the Hangman. Clap for the Hangman, please. Clap for the Hangman. Clap for the Hangman. Clap for the Hangman. Yeah, and that's why things aren't moving forward. We have the Chariot. You could be living at a distance from this person, but I feel things are not moving forward because A, inaction, B, someone's taking their time off. It's like an ultimatum given to this person, you know, like, you know, I told you what it is. That's why things are not moving forward. The Chariot in reverse is something that's come to a complete halt, you know, like someone, like how they screech the car and they just put their brakes on in the middle of nowhere. Something's not moving forward. Someone's put on the brakes, they're just not moving forward, or there's someone here who's trying too hard to push things through, you know. I have a feeling something's not moving forward because someone's taking their time. Maybe you guys are on a break with each other, or someone's taking a break and giving it some time, but it's like, I'm not taking any action, I need to think about this after the ultimatum that's been given to them. Clap for the Ace of Cups in reverse. Why is the Ace of Cups in reverse here? What happened in the past? Why is the Ace of Cups in reverse here? What is the Ace of Cups in reverse here? A card flipped out, right? Yeah. There was a breakup, a separation, there was a lack of new beginning in love, or there was a lack of a renewal in a love situation, in a connection or a marriage, because Three of Pentacles in reverse, because you guys could not come together to a decision, okay? You guys just cannot collaborate, you guys could not collaborate, you guys could not just build together, okay? The Three of Pentacles in reverse is someone who's just, this is one person doing all the work, okay? See, I get that one person doing all the work, one person putting on all the effort. The Three of Pentacles in reverse in the past, the Six of Pentacles in reverse as to why this reading is happening. So I feel there's only one person invested in this situation, and that's the person who's the Queen of Swords, you know, and that's the person who's like, you know what, tell me what it is. Do you want to do this or not? I get that kind of a situation. Until then, there's going to be this halt. Things are not going to move because the person's taking their time. The Hangman, you could be dealing with a Pisces. Clap for the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Clap for the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Did a card flip? Okay. Yeah. Someone had to pick a direction in the past. The Two of Wands is someone who needs to pick a direction, okay? Someone who needed to make a very detached decision, okay? Two of Wands is like at a crossroads. It's someone who's very stagnant. Again, more stagnant energy, more indecisiveness, okay? The Two of Wands could also be someone who's half in, half out. But with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, I feel this is someone who needed to make a decision, like, do I want this or not? There's one person here who's waiting on a decision from the other person, and someone's taking their own sweet time. Clap for the Two of... Clap for the Two of Swords. Why is the Two of Swords here as the current situation? Clap for the Two of Swords. Clap for the Two of Swords. Clap for the Two of Swords. Yeah, someone needs to make a decision about leaving someone, I feel. or maybe it can be two ways. Either someone needs to make a decision if they want to be with someone or not, or if they're going to leave someone out in the cold, or there's someone here who needs to make a decision because they're left out in the cold. Okay, they feel left out, they feel the other person's giving them the cold shoulder, they feel they're not getting the emotional the emotions. Someone's not feeding into a connection, I feel. Okay, with the Two of Swords, this is how someone feels. Someone feels left out in the cold. Someone feels they're missing a connection. That's why they need to make a decision. Like, you know what? Like, what's happening? You're not invested. You're leaving me out in the cold. You're not with me. You're not in this connection. What's happening? What's going on? Cloud for the Five of Pentacles. 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 We have the King of Cups in reverse. Could be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. There's someone here who's just emotionally shut off, okay? Or there's someone here who's going through a roller coaster of emotions right now. Their emotions are all over the place, and that's why probably they're trapped in their head. They're blocking their heart chakra. They're just not being able to see things clearly because their emotions are not stabilized right now. The King of Cups in reverse is practically someone whose head and heart are in balance right now. They're thinking from nowhere. I think that they're absolutely, there's an imbalance right now. They're not being able to see things clearly. Clarify the King of Cups in reverse. Clarify the King of Cups in reverse. Clarify the King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, someone's giving up. They've given up already. The Nine of Wands in reverse is the wounded warrior, okay? But when he's in the reverse, when he's in the upright, he's someone, you know, who's, no matter how beat up he is, he still wants to give something a second chance, okay? The Nine of Wands in reverse is someone who's completely giving up. They're not being able to fight for something anymore, you know? It's someone who's like cannot push forward anymore, okay? They're just wanting to give up, or just they're tired of fighting, okay? Probably that's why the King of Cups in reverse. This is someone who's emotionally shut down too. And there's someone here who's feeling left out in the cold. And they need to make a decision, I'm guessing. Okay. Why is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse here? Why is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse influencing the situation? Clarify the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. For the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Because someone's seeing things clearly. Someone is saying, okay, so someone needs to make a decision with the Two of Swords as the current situation. And what is influencing is because something was a big fat disappointment, something did not work out, something did not come into fruition, an investment, a long-term investment, or probably a marriage commitment that someone was extremely invested in. It just didn't turn out the way it had to be, and now they see things clearly. They see that it just did not work out. The Two of Swords in reverse is someone who's seeing things clearly and making a decision. So someone knows, someone sees the situation for what it is, and the other person is still to make a choice of whether they still want to continue or no. Clarify the Two of Swords in reverse. Clarify the Two of Swords in reverse. Clarify the Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah. But you have good memories with this person. This is a soulmate connection, okay? Whoever this person is, you've been with this person for a very long time. The Six of Cups is good memories, reminiscing the past. You had good memories with this person. You're missing the past. Probably that's why, and now you see things clearly, and that's why it probably hurts. Or there could be someone here who's being indecisive because they have a good connection with this person. They have memories with this past. With the Six of Cups, there could be children involved, okay? You can have children with this person, or there could be children involved, and that's why there's a delay in making a decision. Six of Cups is a soulmate connection. Clarify the Six of Cups. Clarify the Six of Cups. Clarify the Six of Cups. Yeah, this card came out before also, but it's just that this situation is getting nowhere. This relationship, this connection is getting just nowhere, okay? Someone's like highly bored. Okay, they're bored, they're dissatisfied, they're just not very satisfied with this relationship. It's not fulfilling them completely, okay? this could be someone, okay, who has a fear of rejection, but I'm not feeling that too much. I'm just feeling a lot of discontentment here. Like, I'm not happy out here. I want to leave, you know. Like, it's like someone just saying someone, if you're not happy, just leave. But they cannot, because there's good memories out here, okay. Someone's finding it difficult to make a decision because they know if they leave or they don't leave, they're just very unpleasant choices. Not like they want to leave, you know. It's like, you know what, fuck you, I hate you. It's just that, you know what, it's just not working out. I need to leave, you know. And if I stay, I'm still not happy. What do? Alright, clarify the Fool in reverse. Why is the Fool in reverse here on Virgo's mind? Clarify the Fool in reverse. Clarify the Fool in reverse. You're holding back. You don't want to take a risk. You're holding back, or you're holding on tightly to something. Could be this relationship, okay? Or could be a conversation. 1 minute. Let me get one more card. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. What is this person holding back or holding on to? Clarify the Four of Pentacles. Clarify the Four of Pentacles, please. One card, please. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. Clarify the Four of Pentacles, please. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. Someone still wants to gift the situation, you know. That someone's not taking a risk. Maybe there's someone here who's not taking a risk. Like, I don't know what happens if I leave this situation, or I don't know if I let this relationship go or this connection go. That's why they're holding on tightly. They still want to give in this situation. They still want to invest in this situation. There's someone here who's contemplating if they want to give the situation another try. But there's someone definitely out here who wants to still give in to the situation, and that's why they're holding on very, very tight to this connection, marriage, or whatever it is. The Four of Pentacles can also be someone who's holding on to their security. Maybe this marriage is a security to this person, and with the Six of Pentacles, it could be something which is very financial based. Maybe this person is struggling financially. Could be it could be a financial situation also, that, you know what, someone cannot take a risk right now to leave the situation because they're very financially codependent on this person, dependent on this person, and that's why they're still having to give to the situation. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. What is the Six of Pentacles? What is the Six of Pentacles? Both these cards had flipped before. Yeah. There's someone here who's showing a lot of patience. That's Temperance with Sagittarius. There's someone who's showing a lot of patience, a lot of cooperation. They're just like, okay, you know what? Let's try and make... This is... The Temperance is trying to make a bad situation good. It's a lot of cooperation, a lot of compromising. Like, okay, you know what, like, let's fix this, you know, like, let's try and see where this goes. That's why they're still investing into this situation. Or it could also be just someone who's just trying to be very, very patient with the situation. Okay, they don't want to make impulsive decisions. That's why probably the Fool in reverse. All right, that's why the Queen of Wands in reverse who's not taking action. The Queen of Wands in reverse could be someone who's also the Hangman. Like, you know what, I need to take time. I'm just not going to make an impulsive, reckless decision. Again, I see children involved. I'm not satisfied. I get it. But I'm just not going to make a random decision and just walk out. Clarify the Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is the reason why the reading is happening. Clarify the Six of Pentacles in reverse, because there is a one-sided investment. Clarify the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. There is a one-sided situation, but now there's someone here who's not stressing about this situation anymore. It's, you know what I see? I see that there's someone here, they realize that this is, you know, a one-sided situation. The other person's not investing. They're just not with me in this. But you know, now there's slowly, this doesn't stress this person out anymore. Virgo, if this is you, it doesn't stress you out anymore. You're having an acceptance of a situation. Maybe you kept on thinking about the situation a lot before, but now it's like, okay, you know what? Never mind. It'll just happen. Let's see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, but you're not stressing about the situation anymore. You're accepting the situation for what it is, and you're sleeping a lot better now. Clarify the Nine of Swords in reverse. Clarify the Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, but there is an ending here. Something ended. There was a chapter that ended, okay? This is endings and new beginnings. The world is completing a chapter successfully, okay? You could have completed your karmic cycle with this person. Things have ended. with this person, and probably you're starting a new chapter. I don't know if it's with or without them. Clarify the world. With the world, you could be living at a distance with this person. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Leo, or Scorpio. Clarify the world. What is this world? Clarify the world. Clarify the world card, please. What is this ending about? Clarify the world. Clarify the world. Or maybe, you're not stressing about this situation because it's already ended. Things have ended. You've finished your goal. Reached a milestone with this person. And now you're moving very, very slowly, cautiously, and carefully towards this new beginning that you have, okay? We have the Knight of Pentacles, okay? You could be dealing with an earth sign just like yourself. The Knight of Pentacles is someone who is extremely slow and cautious, okay? They're hardworking, they're loyal, they're grounded, they're dependable, okay? But this is someone who's very, very reliable, but they're building something very stable for the future, but very, very slowly, okay? This is also someone who's moving extremely slowly and very, very cautiously, okay, towards whatever they want to do, okay? They're extremely slow in making a move, but there's someone who wants to do things right, okay? And that's why, see, I told you, there's someone here who needs time. Like, it just screams, I need time to make the decision, okay? And I'm not going to rush into anything, okay? This is someone who will reach their goal because the pentacle, it holds value, okay? It has stability tied to it, okay? But this is just someone someone on a horse here, but actually this is someone who's moving at snail pace, okay? It's like, if I want to come in, I want to correct. If I want to make a decision, I'm going to see to it that the decision is correct and I don't regret the decision, okay? That's why there's so much of inaction and waiting and temperance. Now I see what it is. They're very slow and steady, but they're moving forward cautiously and super, super carefully, okay? They can be taking forever, but yeah, why not, right? You don't want to rush into a decision. However, in the near future, I see someone's going to be single here. I guess someone's finally going to make a decision. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. There's someone here who's going to be healing from a breakup, a separation, a divorce. The Three of Swords in reverse is healing from something painful, okay? You're getting out of any stressful, any pain, heart pain. Clarify the Three of Swords in reverse, okay? Clarify the Three of Swords in reverse. Clarify the Three of Swords in reverse. What is this Three of Swords in reverse? Yeah. You could have withdrawn. You'll probably withdraw from this connection. The Four of Swords is someone who needs time, okay? Who's gathering their thoughts, okay? Who's in a very meditative zone. Like someone who's like, retreating, okay, from the situation. So probably once you're single or once you've left the situation, you're going to heal from this betrayal or heartache, whatever it is, and you're going to take time off. Clarify the Four of Swords. You're going to take time. You need a break from a painful situation, right? Clarify the Four of Swords. Yeah. And probably you're going to be like, I'm going to after this break, probably there is going to be someone who's going to want to rush in. The Knight of Swords is someone who wants to rush in, someone who wants very impulsive energy, okay? Like now. It's like this is someone, the Knight of Swords, probably after a break, probably someone realizes the value. There's someone who's healing from this connection and who's taking a break, right? After a break, there's someone who's going to rush in. Knight of Swords is someone, who's someone like, it's now or never. I need to do this now. They act without thinking, okay? They act on impulse. Like, if I don't do it now, it's never going to happen. Clarify the Knight of Swords. What does this Knight of Swords has to say? Clarify the Knight of Swords. They will catch the next opportunity available. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Acting on impulse. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Like, this is not someone here to stay. The knights, they come and go, right? So this is someone who's just going to rush and say something really mean, something harsh. Could be someone very blunt, and they'll just leave. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Yeah, and then there's going to be a breakup. Someone's definitely being single. Someone's definitely leaving a relationship, okay? They're going to heal from whatever trauma they're going through. And there's going to be a period of break and isolation between you two, and then probably you or someone or the opposite person is going to rush in, and things are just going to be done for good. We have the Two of Cups in reverse here. This is not how I wanted the reading to end, but yeah, the Two of Cups in reverse is a separation, a breakup, two people not seeing eye to eye. It could be a divorce. Anyway, The bottom of the deck, you have the Leo. You have the Leo card, the strength card, okay? Someone's being very, very strong, okay? Someone's being very, very strong and courageous and trying not to walk away from this situation, okay? They're trying very hard. They're trying to hold on, okay? They're trying to hold back from making a decision. They're trying to hold on, okay? This is someone who's trying to tame the situation, like, no, I can still overcome this obstacle. I can still do it, okay? But if it's not meant to be, it's just not meant to be, Virgo. What can I say? All right, Virgo, I hope this reading resonates with you. Please like, share, follow, subscribe, and leave your comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.